Around 2 years ago, I posted my first speed build, and it is not impressive by any means. Today, I'm gonna renovate it 2 years later, and trust me, there's a lot I can fix to this house. Younger me did not know what she was doing. When you go to the video, this is me finishing up the tour, and that's like usually when you just kind of like give the layouts. I just start painting stuff. Like, I don't give you guys a layout or the floor plan or anything. Watching this video now is just painful for me. The outside itself was actually not that bad. I didn't mind the outside. It was just the inside that was the stupidest layout you could ever imagine. The way I built it, I built from the outside in, and that's kind of a bad thing to do because then you have to like cram rooms in there. I don't think it ever showed you the layout, but it was so bad. Because little Miss Haley didn't give us a floor plan, we have to go off of looks, and I'm really not good at doing that. I do remember building this though, so I don't know if it's gonna be that bad or not. A lot of the stuff on the interior I'm gonna change though. It went something like this, but then this part is really stupid because there's an indent here, and you know, that's fine, but it turns out that there's a roof over this and there's no like doors or anything, so I don't really know how I was going with that. I feel so bad for the people who actually wanted to build this. I mean, out of the people who would want to build it, which very little people, this is so bad. I think this is the base of the outside. My style has changed so much from when I built this. I mean, I've had a lot of style changes since like 2 years ago. My style now is just Barbie, but I really do like it. I use a lot of plastics, but it's also really cool to see how much I've grown since that. I actually wanted to do this video last year of me just renovating it because I still had the house at the time, and then I just got around to doing it and it just didn't really work out, and then I just deleted the house because somebody made fun of it. I mean, now that I have the base down, I guess I don't really have to follow the speed build anymore, but I do want to fix this over here because I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, not like that. One of my favorite parts about this house was the curved driveway. I don't know, I felt so special doing that. Younger me was just, she was content, she was happy. She might have been a little crazy, but that's okay. I feel like I want to do some sort of like grass stone thing going up to the door instead of a normal driveway. I feel like I'm gonna go for my normal style, but there's some part of me that does want to kind of stick with what it was before. I could do a mix, but they don't really mix very well. I think I changed my mind. I want to do something like this. I don't know, I think it's really cute, but I think this one's cuter. At the time of recording this, it's New Year's Day, so I'm a little tired from last night. It's not like I was drinking or anything. I had to get that clear, but it's a little past my bedtime. I like to go to bed at a decent time, and I don't like to like stay up late. I find myself to be more productive in the morning than at night. I don't like to wake up to my whole entire family being up and you're like, oh, good afternoon. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it. But this year I have high expectations for myself. Maybe I should lower them, but I am filming and getting stuff out because I have not posted in a very, very long time. And I say that every video, I'm aware, but I want to get something consistent this year. And I like this video idea, so whenever I have good video ideas, I'm excited to make them, but if it's not a good idea, it's not as entertaining anymore, and that's when I kind of start to struggle to make videos. I thought about quitting for a while, but it just didn't feel right because I really do like doing this. I'm basically the one stopping myself. I view New Year's as like a fresh start, and I know a lot of other people do, and then they kind of just like slack off on their resolutions, but this year I'm gonna try not to. We have to add the windows, and I'm gonna make custom ones just so they look better. Custom windows are always a pain in my butt. I guess I should actually do the interior first before I do the windows, because I don't want like one of these big windows going into your bathroom. I do that a lot. I usually have really big windows in my bathroom. I don't ask why I do things the way I do. I can't tell the answer. So this is gonna be the door here. Obviously over here it's gonna be the garage, so I can finish that up. So it is the next day, and I totally forgot what I was doing with this house. I looked at the style, and I remember the Pinterest thing I looked at, but I just don't know if it's like my kind of house. So now I don't know if I want to do it or not. It wouldn't really match like the rest of my channel, and when I tried to log into my computer this morning, my mouse was not working, so I had to take my dad's from downstairs, and this thing is so freaking ugly, and it's so slow too. Like, I think I can change the settings on it somehow. Oh, I can't. I can't stand having a slow mouse because whenever I try to rotate, like, it's so slow. I definitely struggle more on exteriors than I do interiors. They're really not that bad, but it's when I start talking and doing stuff, that's when everything goes downhill. I think I want this to be grass and not snow, but I don't want to turn the server to grass because it looks so ugly, because the grass texture isn't there anymore, so it's just like a green floor, and it's pretty ugly. I guess I can add fences on the side so it's like not snow and then grass, because that doesn't really make any sense. As I said earlier, my favorite part of this house was like the driveway going here, and I think it only really looked good because I had a lot of plants here, and I remember doing basements in the bottom of this so you can get the trees down under, so I think I can still do that. I've tried doing this recently, and for some reason it just didn't work. I do remember putting a lot of palm trees and like orange trees, and the amount of stuff they've added since like 2 years ago, there's so many more things I could have done. I would overuse the lilies like in every single build I had. I mean, they were cute, but like everywhere you look you could find lilies. It was so bad, and I was definitely a copy and paster speed builder. I would start off the builds good, and then I would slowly just get more lazy busy and lazy. I mean, I'll still do that with some of the houses I make for YouTube now, but it's not nearly as bad as how it was. I really have to finish doing these things up here, but I don't want to. I don't really want to do anything right now because I'm kind of lost on what I should do. I do have to get lights in here because it's kind of sad without them. I'm still unsure of what I want to do for the pathway going up to here. This one for sure I want to do like some sort of stone. I think I should have continued the driveway going up there, so now I'll just do a basic shape because I already put the grass down. It's looking more like a house that I would build, but it's still missing like the color that I use. The original house had something in the middle of the driveway. Don't ask why, but now that I'm looking at it, the driveway's kind of plain itself, so I think adding something in the middle of it would work. But at the same time, it's not really functional if you want to go in the doors. I would put it around the middle of this so you can still have this way and this way. Even if you came in from this way, you can still it would still work. I've thought about doing another speed build only because people ask like if I can build them a house because they love my style. Like comments too, a lot of people ask, so I thought about making one so people could follow along with it. It wouldn't be a big house like this, it would be like a little bit smaller, but let me know if you want that because I'm more than willing to do that for you guys. After adding all the wall trim, I really don't think there's really anything else I can do to the outside except for do gardening. Obviously, I want to fill in the porch here, and I think that's where a lot of the colors gonna come from because right now it's just there's a lot of white. I mean, I had a pink in the bushes here. It's just kind of bland. Dude, I'm gonna kill this mouse. I did see something somewhere. I think Faulty used it. Basically, I just want to separate the grass from the driveway, so I'm gonna add little bricks, and they really don't have to be perfect because it makes it more realistic if you don't. And then you tilt them a little bit just so they're like really not perfect. I'm just gonna finish up the gardening, and then I have to decorate the porch, and then I think from there we're pretty much done with the outside, and I am done for today. There's not a lot of room on the porch to really put things on. We can do 2 chairs here and like a table in the middle, but I don't want to put anything on this side or this side because these are the walkways. Over here I had a table, which I don't think I want to do that because it's kind of pointless and we definitely don't have enough room for it, so I'll probably just put a bench or something over here. Okay, finally we are done with the outside and I'm ready to go to bed. It's currently 5:19, but I am fed up with today, so I mean it's pretty good. Obviously you didn't really finish the side. Oh my god, but the outside looks a lot better than how it did before, so it's going good so far. It is now day 3 of me renovating this house, and now I'm ready to go into the interior. I'm gonna start with the entryway and then do the laundry room and then go over to the living room. The layout that I have now is definitely similar to the other one that I had, but there's obviously like bigger changes. The original house was a lot bigger, but that's because all the rooms, as I said, were like huge, and I didn't want to do that again because it just did not work. The house now, it really isn't that big, so I don't think it should take a long time. Obviously I'm a slow builder, but I think at some point I can just still copy and paste things. I do want to find more decals because right now I just use this one and I use this one. Those are the 2 main ones that I use, but I also want to find a couple other ones so there's like more variety in there. And I'm always scared of getting banned getting my decals, so I have an alt account for them. My goal for this is to get it done by the time I go back to school because I've been on winter break for like 2 weeks and I haven't done anything, mainly because my grandparents flew up from Florida, and obviously I'm not going to be on the computer when I'm doing that. Like family is more important, so I spent some time with them, and then after they left I kind of worked on my room a little bit. For Christmas I got a lot of room decor. Like you would assume that I'm a grandma because I wanted like a curtain rod, new curtains. It was pretty sad, but my previous curtains were like purple and white and they're striped, the ones from Target. I know like 3 of my friends that have the same kind. So basically I just completely cleaned my room. I did this over the summer, but this time I like steam cleaned my carpets. Like it is clean, and there's nothing under my bed besides a couple squishmallows, and I'm running out of space to put all my squishmallows, and I don't want to put them in the basement because there's a couple down there now, you know, and it seems so sad. Like they're in a plastic bag. Like how could you do that? Anyways, my room is really nice now and I'm actually like being in it. I also got something to hang the back of my monitor, so there's no, I don't know how to explain it, like the stand of the monitor isn't there, so they're just hanging off the wall, and it looks so much better. Everything in my room is just so cute now, and that's another thing I wanted to try and do this year. I want to try and keep my room clean, and I feel like that's reasonable for me to do, like spend 5 minutes a day cleaning. We're done with those 2 rooms. I want to go to the living room, but I'm also noticing a couple problems because if the TV has to be somewhere, it's gonna have to be on a wall. I don't want it like somewhere on a dresser in the middle of a room. Just doesn't make any sense. But then the rest of the windows are over here, and I don't know where I would put the couch, because if I put the couch in an L going this way, the TV could be there, but what would I put on this side? Because there's so much space here. I could just do a little bit of seating, like a coffee table and like books or something. I mean, I think that would work, but I don't know if I should do my pallet couch or my like normal comforter couch. Comforter couch? What? The normal like recliner whatever couch? I don't know, doing the pallet couch just feels better, and I think it would look better from the back instead of just having a couch back, because that's just kind of ugly. The last time I built one of these was my renovation of the starter house. Oh, and I did it in my bakery, and I think this was too tall, so I just only did one. I think I'm gonna rotate the couch the other way, because I guess if you're sitting here, you can't really look at it without putting your legs over and watching it. Like, that's not how that works. So the couch is there, we'll do a TV on this side, and then still, I don't know what to do on the back here, because now there's less space here that I can put like a chair or something. I mean, nobody says that I have to put something here. I can at least put 2 plants back here, but like, I don't want to overcrowd the area. It would only make sense if I had the TV at a slant, because I guess you can see it from all angles, and then I still have to put like a step here for the door. This looks nice, but there's nothing on the walls. It's a while later, and I did change a couple things because I looked at it and I was like, this does not look good. So we're done with pretty much the entryway and the living room. We're facing a big problem right now, which is money. Like, I've gone through all of my plots and there's nothing that I can sell, so I think I'm gonna have to work, and that's disgusting. I could buy money with Robux, but I feel like that's just a waste of my Robux. I mean, the money in Bloxburg is just way too expensive. The room that I'm working on right now, I built this room before, but I never filmed it because it was for a different video that I never published. It's kind of like a wine cellar room, if that makes any sense. There's kind of just the racks, which are ladders, are just gonna hold the wine. I'm using the wine bottles that I made in my TikTok hacks, and if you have not seen that video, I would go watch it because there's a lot of stuff that you can use in there. Other than this wall here, there's not much I can do in this room because it's kind of small, and the doorway goes flat to this wall here, so there's nothing I can really put that would not stick out. I could put a chair in this corner, but I guess that's really it. This room was originally supposed to be the pantry, but then I changed it to be this one because this one's kind of like closer to the kitchen. It makes more sense that way. And then this is the entryway, which yes, there are two, but this one's not gonna have any like washers and dryers or anything. It's just gonna be kind of storage, benches, and coat racks, kind of like a mud room. I didn't realize this when I was making the layout, but the upstairs overlaps the downstairs, so I had to make a porch downstairs, which it doesn't look that bad. But oh, we never look at the back of my house, okay? This is why I never show the backs of my houses, because they are the pantry. I'm gonna try and squeeze a cabinet in without it overlapping the doorway. Getting the smaller rooms won't take as much money, but it's the bigger rooms like the kitchen that just takes so much out of my budget. Something in the living room just doesn't look right. Obviously adding the kitchen is gonna make it look a lot better, but the living room layout itself, it was the same thing I struggled with the first house. It was the shape of this that just didn't make any sense. Adding a fireplace instead of the center console might be a better idea. The time's come and I'm down to 332 bucks. I really don't feel like working tonight, but I'm supposed to get this video out by tomorrow, so I have no other option. This is the part in the video that I looked at everything I had built and I really didn't like it, so I went around and kind of changed everything. Mostly it was a layout and I didn't really change some of the decorations. I did add a dining room though. I don't know, looking around the house, it just did not look right and I hated it. And when I hate a house, it's really hard for me to keep going with it and have it be a good house. It's also very draining to do commentary over it because you don't even like the house that you're building. So I basically took a break. I watched a movie, and when I was doing that, I got some money. And this is when I kind of went back in the house and decided what I wanted and what I didn't want. The floor plan now is a lot better, but I'm still not a huge fan of the house. It's definitely not my best house I've ever built in, for sure, but it's a lot better than how it was going. It's currently 9:32 p.m. and I wanted to get this video out either today or sometime tomorrow morning, and that is not gonna happen because I just started working on the kitchen, so it's either gonna get this Sunday or sometime in the week, and it kind of sucks because I'm already falling behind on what I want to get done this year. I want to do a video each week, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not because I am still really busy with school. It's way too stressful for me to get so many things done at once. I think a video every other week would work best for me, especially when softball season comes around, because obviously that's gonna take a majority of my time. It would give me a lot more time and freedom to make my videos, and I think it just might work out better. Obviously that might change in the summer because I'll have literally nothing to do, but right now during the school year, it's not really the best thing for me to do. Anyways, the house is turning out a lot better now because I wasn't talking when I made this, so I could really focus on doing it and not talk about what I wanted to talk about. But I did start building the kitchen, and it's just like, I don't know where I'm going with this build because some part of me wants to not have it be this style, but the other part of me does. So I have no idea where this is gonna go, but we're gonna find out at some point. For the kitchen, obviously I don't want a vent hood over the windows. I think what I can get away with doing is either putting a sink on here or just a stove. Everything else I think I'm gonna put on the island, and it's not gonna be a straight island. I'm gonna have it be an L island. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from my apartment video to make this house. It is now day 4 of me doing this house, or is it day 3? Crap, I don't even know. And I just got done with a collab with Capso, and I swear to God, that man hates everything I do because he was doing the exterior, I was doing the interior, and obviously I'm a slow builder, so I wasn't gonna get it done in time anyway, so he goes inside to help me, which is very, very nice. And then he sees everything and he starts like complaining about it. Like, dude, you asked me to do this. He was so needy. But overall, I think it went pretty well, so now I just have to edit that up, and that'll probably be next week because I think that's gonna be easy to edit. And I thought after that I'd be done building for the day, but I still have inspiration to do this build, so I guess that's good I'm doing that now, because if I can get everything done today, I can edit it tonight, because I already edited everything up until this point. I would just have to edit the rest of it, and then I can get it up tomorrow morning, so we'll see how that goes. I'm starting to hate everything about this kitchen, but I think at this point, I'm just gonna move on and come back to it later. This bathroom should be pretty easy, and I think the office will be too. I just don't know what I should do over here, because I already did the laundry over here. I don't feel like it really makes sense as a mudroom anymore. I mean, it is connecting to the garage, but I don't know what else I could put in here. Only thing I'll really put in this bathroom, I'll probably put a shower, a toilet, and probably just a sink. I won't do any bathtubs or anything. We'll just do a couple mirrors, some plants, and that's pretty much it. There's not much to do in smaller bathrooms. Yet again, I looked at the house, I was like, this thing is so freaking ugly. I looked at it, I changed some things, and I kept something the same. But overall, I still hate the house. So this part doesn't really matter, but this is why I just like didn't talk during this and how the layout looks different from when I built it. This house is making me go insane, but we just have to keep going with it because I have no other option right now. There's nothing that I like about this house. It is terrible. Listen, the outside, I like the outside. I think it's cute, but the inside, it just went downhill from there. I'm almost done. I just have to get the upstairs done, and I'm just like, I don't feel like doing anything. It's pretty much like 10 o'clock right now, so I'm close to being done anyway. I can edit the last part of it up, and then it'll just be done. So my only problem is the thumbnail, because I have the before picture of when I posted it from like 2 years ago, but I don't have a good looking picture of this house now. I mean, obviously the outside, which I mean, that's quite nice. It would make sense because I have the outside picture of the original one, but there's no good looking room in the house that I can take pictures of, so just give that part up. I could try to do one good bedroom, if so probably being this one. This is not a house that I want to like look back on. I want to completely forget about it. As soon as I'm done filming and making sure that I have everything, I'm deleting this house, and I'll get a lot of money for it too, which is kind of nice. It's already worth like 400,000. I mean, for this piece of crap, why? I'm starting to think that the original one was better, and that's saying something. But I'm not saying I don't like this video, because it's really interesting to look back on what I was like 2 years ago, and it's crazy to see how many things have changed, both YouTube wise and just me building in Bloxburg. Like, my style has completely changed, and if I'm not really filming, I don't build like this. I usually build more realistic. I'm done with this house. Like, literally, I'm actually done. Well, I'm gonna take the footage that I have now, edit it, and then just come back and try and fix the mess that I've made. Finally, the house is done, and I'm really happy with the outside at least. My style has definitely changed, and I really like how it turned out. The interior is definitely not my favorite, and it's definitely not my best. I think if I had more time, things could have gone better. I guess I don't completely hate the house, but I'm definitely not a big fan of it. Can you tell me why my pillows are what the heck is this? But yeah, that's me renovating my house from 2 years ago. If you liked today's video, subscribe. It's that easy. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next week.